Here is a walkthrough on the 308 infotainment system setup. As you can see, we're on the home page now. There is 3 tabs with the option to add more. As you can see, it's completely unset up at this point in time. So what we'll do is we'll start the setup by creating a profile. So if we click down here on the guest, you can create a profile, tap the create button and pop in a name. For this example, I'm going to use my own name. And then press next. Then you can choose an avatar, so any of these emblems are available. So I'll just pick the last one for now. As you can see, we're now loading in. Right, as you can see, it's now gone into French. So we'll cancel out the association of a device and ignore the thing here and go into our settings, which will enable us to then change the language. So from settings, you go to system and language here, very simple, and just tap onto the English or the language you like. Takes a few seconds to load, but once that's then done, you can go into your profile tab again and just press the cog. As you can see, if you scroll down a little bit more, it gives you the option to add a device. This will associate the device purely with the account that you are pressed into now. If we now come out of this, you can go to your customization, which has 3 different bits at the start and then bye-bye animations at the back. So if we start with a display animation, you can see that you can customize the infotainment system as well as the driver's cockpit. We'll start with the customization of the touchscreen. You can now see page 1, 2 and 3. Each page has associated things which shouldn't need to be changed. But if you did so want to change them, all you need to do is tap onto the page and finger hold onto that and then delete. And then to add a widget, I'm just going to put the same thing back. So widget, scroll through it until you find the appropriate one for yourself. And I'm looking for settings, so all I need to do is tap on the settings and that will then appear where I've pressed the plus button. Now we've pretty much covered that area. You need to save just to make sure everything stays in place that you've edited. Now the driver information is just different tabs, so you can go through your nav and other vehicle accessories that you can access and then add as well. So if you wanted to add a widget, same thing, and you can just go through them like that. Now we can go to screen color, which will customize the screen here. So as we're in this car, we're going to go for a nice red color. So as you can see, it's now changed here. Now if we exit out of this one, we can go to the interior color, which will change the LED strip down the side of the door. So if we change that to red as well, you will see the color then changes. Connectivity, simple as your devices and a Wi-Fi. So when you get to your house, just edit to your Wi-Fi. Now we're into system. So system, as you remember, we went into the languages and changed the language. You can change the date and time just there. So for example, now you can do an automatic date and time, which will then send it through to the satellite, which will then put it onto the screen here, or you can edit the zone. But for now, we'll leave that as we are in the UK and put it into miles. If you further wanted to, you can change the degrees from Celsius to Fahrenheit. But once again, we're used to degrees here, so we'll keep it as that one. Brightness. As you can see, you can change the interior lighting. So this is of the door, and that will get brighter. This one here is the cockpit. So as you can see just here, you can just increase and decrease just on a slider on the cockpit. You now can go to audio, sound settings. So then you can change it between neutral and dynamic. The dynamic is a lot louder and focuses more on that.